Simon Blake and I'm the Chief Executive of Mental Health First Aid England. I started at MHFA England in October 2018 and I've been responsible for setting strategic direction and leading the organisation over the last 3 years or so. Mental Health First Aid came to England in 2007 via Scotland. So first of all into the Department of Health, our National Ministry of Health, and then in 2009 became Mental Health First Aid England, the social enterprise that we are today. In England, our action plan is called ALGE. It's a 5-step action plan which is all about giving mental health first aiders a framework to enable them to approach, to listen, to provide appropriate information and signposting. In England, we've trained about 480,000 mental health first aiders, but we've also trained hundreds of thousands of people in other mental health awareness, mental health knowledge, skills courses as well. We've got about 2,000 mental health first aid instructor members who are currently providing training across England. Right now our focus is on updating and refreshing the adult mental health first aid course. Our real goal in that is making sure there's a great learner experience which is absolutely inclusive and as accessible as it can possibly be. We focus our efforts on the workplace, so training people in the workplace, because we know that people spend so much time at work and that work can cause poor mental health. So by targeting workplaces, we aim to transform workplace cultures and ensure that people have got the skills at work, but also in learning those skills that they use them in their family and in their communities as well. In addition, we provide subsidised training, so any profits that we have, we reinvest. We focus at the moment on providing subsidised training to our National Health Service because they've worked so hard throughout the pandemic, and also in supporting Black-led organisations in line with our commitment to be an anti-racist social enterprise. In addition to providing those tips and tools for first aiders, we also provide some other training courses so that they can upskill in a range of different areas. But importantly, we also have a refresher training. So our certificates expire after 3 years, and our strong recommendation is that people undertake a refresher course so that they can get any updates, but also the opportunity to rethink, to practice, and to get their questions answered around anything to do with mental health first aid. Our goal is to train 1 in 10 of the adult population, and we've said 1 in 10 because we believe that will create the cultural tipping point where people feel able to give support and get support and to understand about mental health stigma. So we really change the culture about mental health, which prevents people getting the help that they need. Right now we're at 1 in 52, so we've got come a long way, but still got much more that we need to do. So that's our our population perspective. But there's also been research done which shown that in workplaces where there are mental health first aiders, almost 95% believe that we've got more open conversations about mental health. Almost 90% believe that people understand about the support that is available to them, and about the same 85–88% believing that there are more mental health conversations. Since the start of the pandemic, we've trained over 235,000 people, the majority of those trained in online learning environments. And since we started in 2007, we've worked with over 20,000 workplaces, so really demonstrating the impact that we're making across, from very, very small businesses right the way through to the big global corporations. 2 years ago, we moved from being a face-to-face training organisation to an online organisation in the face of the pandemic and not being able to be in close contact with one another. And so as we move to the next period, we're really focused on making sure that we've got the best mental health first aid course that we possibly can, that can be delivered in online and face-to-face learning environments, that we have got the right support and development program for our instructor members, that we are doing all of the work across absolutely everything to make sure that we're a truly anti-racist organisation that demonstrates inclusivity, accessibility and equity in everything that we do. And we will continue to focus on the workplace, trying to transform workplace cultures, making sure that mental health first aiders are able to do the best that they can do in the workplaces, providing support and knowledge and thought leadership for HR directors, for wellbeing leads and for people working at board levels. If I was going to say what's the impact of mental health first aid training in one word, I'd say life-changing. Life-changing because it is really about making sure that people, everyday people, not experts, everyday people can have good quality conversations about mental health, understand their mental health, understand the importance of self-care and give and get support when they need it.